Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC. All right, going to take up the Avios Extra NG 1300 or 3000 I'm sorry, it's the Avios 300. It's an extra 300. It's a Avios NG. Now the thing about it is the landing gear is different. If you go to Flex Innovations and buy the carbon fiber spar or the carbon fiber gear for their Laser 2000 or their QQ cap, but I'll put a link in the description of the video, and that is a direct bolt-on. Fits. You don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to do is the prop nut, or not the prop nut, but the wheel nut, where the wheel pant goes through, where the main shaft of the wheel goes through. You take a drill and just ream it out just a tiny little bit, just enough where your wheel nut will fit on there, and you'll see when you're putting it in there. Other than that, it's a direct bolt. I mean, I literally put the gear in, wheel pant, wheels, and everything in less than 15 minutes. So nothing to do. So other than that, the plane was a 98% done perfect plane. The other 2% is what they had left for gear. Their gear was weak aluminum, bent very easily, but other than that, absolutely fabulous flying plane. Just a perfect plane, with the gear being the only Achilles heel. So we're going to take off in our sport mode, which is my kind of like a beginner mode, and fly around. Make sure the weight, because the weight is actually going to be a little bit lighter. The gear, this carbon fiber is slightly lighter, so I just want to make sure she's trimmed.
Motor gunner by you.
Okay, and right, left, up, down, right, left. Timer set for 7 minutes. Got a 52. I don't even remember what I got in there now.
Motor is
and don't, when you get old, or you get older, you get that where you can't remember anything. Yeah, I got a 4900 SMC pack in there. 4900, so almost a 5000.
Motor gunner by you.
Right, left, up, down, right, left. Okay. Okay. AS3X Plus on board. Turn my rates down. That is just such a great flying plane. Yeah, I think I'll do anything different. Weight's good. All right.
High speed 3D.
This is why you need good Velcro strap on the definitely got to have a good Velcro strap to hold that battery in.
Time remaining 6 minutes. Low speed extreme 3D.
Sorry about that.
High speed 3D.
I get so caught up in flying I forget, oh yeah, we're trying to film this too. I'm just having fun.
Low rate sport mode.
All right, I need to test this gear out. Get a landing with this new gear.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
But you do not have to fly crazy all the time. I am I'm not a 3D pilot by any means. I consider myself an intermediate sport aerobatic plane pilot. Intermediate. Oh yeah. Oh, that gear, fine. Let's actually kind of purposely bounce the gear a little bit on a landing and see if it'll bend. Not too purpose. Well, now I'm going in with the wind now. I'm gonna get turned around. The wind is shifted to the east now. Okay. I love the colors on this plane. Well, try that again. But if you want to just fly around sport aerobatic, this is a perfect plane for that. Well, when I want to plop it down, I'm not. My instincts won't let me. There. Now that landing there would have splayed the original gear all the way out to the prop hit the ground. That would have splayed it right out. That's a $52 set of I think it's $52. Then you got to pay shipping and everything. Worth every penny. Worth every penny. All right, now I know I'm good on the gear.
High speed 3D. Time remaining 4 minutes.
Pilot just threw up all over himself. Just a fun plane to throw around.
Low rate sport mode.
Absolute
Time
blast.
remaining 3 minutes.
Absolute blast to fly. Tail slide. Yeah, I don't have any set pattern or any set tricks. I just fly around while it feels right. What I want to do,
Remaining 2 minutes.
what just feels like I want to do at the time. Just building that muscle memory. Learning how the plane reacts when I put it into different profiles and attitudes, and just enjoying myself. Which is sort of the idea, right? Oh man, I love this gear. Yeah, I think this sport mode's about my favorite. All right, we still had 1:44 left, but we're gonna end it now so I can share the settings with you.
Braking.
Oh yeah,
Cruise mode.
it's got reverse thrust too.
Braking. Cruise mode. Moto is so chill.
Okay. Share my settings with you. All right, now these are my different settings, my flight settings, not my flying settings, not my flying rates, not my AS3X, okay? For my low rates, which I call, here's what I call it.
Low rate sport mode.
Low rate sport mode. Ailerons are at 40% with 50% expo. Elevator, 50, 50, 50%, 50% expo. Rudder, 80 with 50% expo. Now here's my high-speed 3D.
High-speed 3D.
Or my mid rates. Okay, ailerons are 70, 50% expo. Elevator, 70, 50% expo. Rudder, 80, 50% expo. Okay, now this is my low speed 3D, my most extreme rates.
Low speed extreme 3D.
Or my high rates, which I rarely fly. I've only flew it for a few moments. Ailerons are 100%, 50% expo. Elevator, 100% high, 50% expo. And rudder, 100%, 50% expo. Obviously, we don't have flaps or gear to worry about. All right, forward programming. Now these are set. My gyro settings are set at half, 0.5, and the gains are 40, 50, and 60 in roll, pitch, and yaw. Priority, 150 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Stop lock, all at 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. And release rate at 80 on roll, pitch, and yaw. That is just a good, I copied that from the Spectrum AS3X Plus Premier explanation video. They had a big NG, a big 300, extra 300 they were flying, and that was the rates they used for that, and I kind of copied that, mirrored that to a certain degree, but I kind of toned it to this plane, but that's what I got. So release rates, a few times I ever use release rate is now, and these are at 80. Okay, and gain sensitivity at 0.5. Alrighty, and that's that on that. Let's check our battery. We still had, I had a 7-minute timer. I got 1.5 minutes, so what's that, 5.5 minutes. Motor is off. Check our battery, and I need to show you battery placement. Gabriel, if you'll step up here, please. Now remember, this is a top loader from this end, so I suggest approaching the plane from the rear. Okay, getting away from that big old honking prop. Okay. And I'm sorry, you know, that is a Flex Innovation pilot. There's a Flex Innovation gear, and this is a Flex Innovation design plane. You can't tell me that Flex Innovation didn't build this. Because, I mean, to me, it just screams Flex Innovation. But I haven't heard anything official. 45% left, so I'm actually kind of good. I stopped. So really, 6 minutes would be good. But that, I got an AR631 right there. Antenna going back. Battery placement for the, basically this is a 5000, is all the way back. So, but there's more room to go back, and I've got this battery strap farther back. You can go back a little bit. Really, a 5000 is good. You're going to fly for 5-6 minutes on a 5000, so you tuck in here from the rear, and then, and I'm going to take it one more time just to test that gear out again. But I'm just very impressed with how strong that gear is, and we'll show you the gear, how I put it on in just a minute. All right, go back to
low rate sport mode.
Yeah, the gear they had on there, like I say, they had 98% completion on this plane, 98% perfect. And then they had 2% worth of gear on there. The gear was, I'm sorry, Hobby King, but the gear is a joke. The wheels and the wheel pants are fine, but the aluminum gear, it's like you ran out of plane. You had all that spent on making a nearly perfect RC plane, and then you chinched on the landing gear. But I understand, you know, you trying to keep things as cost effective, as light as possible. Yeah, see, you kind of plop down. Had that been the stock gear, they would have, the thing with the belly would have hit the floor. So I'm just, this is an upgrade you got to do with this. You just got to get this.
Moto is so chill. Motor gonna bite you. Braking. Low cruise mode. Motor gonna bite you. Moto is so chill.
All right, motor's off. Let's go over how we put this gear on. Okay. Gonna have to be upside down. All right. Take your 4 bolts out, slide your old gear off, take your wheels off the old gear. You've got, go ahead, take this gear, same bolt, same pattern. You don't have to do anything. It bolts straight in, okay? And then you've got one little screw on the top screw here, holds the pants from moving. And then the bottom with a nut is what is the shaft that the wheels ride on. The inside shaft, the inside these shaft, the metal shaft, is just a itty bitty, maybe 1/2 millimeter wider than the opening in this carbon fiber gear. So just take a drill bit and just, I don't remember the size, you'll see it by feel it, but just get it in there and just kind of work it back and forth and just get a tiny, just a sliver of material off. I mean, just ream it out once or twice. Nothing. It's really nothing. Really next to nothing. And then that fits right back in. Tighten it back down, and you're good. I mean, it only took me maybe 15 minutes, and 10 minutes of that was finding the drill bit that I would be the right size. But it's obvious when you go to put this on. It'll be obvious to you. It's not hard at all. I mean, if that guy can figure it out, you won't have any problem. But it's like $52, $54 at Flex Innovations. And when they run out, they don't restock, you know, as often as all other companies. They're a smaller company. So you need to get this gear while they're in stock. And here it is, the middle of November 25. You need to get the gear. If you've got this plane, you must buy that gear, okay? The other alternative is to put a very small, lightweight 6S in here, maybe a 3000, and have maybe 3 minutes of flying time, and you need to land perfect each time. So that's your only alternative. Now the other gear looks great. It's got nice and green. It's painted and everything. It's got the Avios on the side. But this gear here is what you need. This is what you need, that gear. All right, well, folks, thank you so much for watching. Hobby King, thank you for the plane for review. It is a great flying plane. It's a nearly perfect plane, minus the gear. If the gear were like these, if you sold this gear with it, it'd be a perfect RC plane. It'd be right there with the Tucano. It really would be. All right, God bless y'all. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends. Gabriel, thank you for filming. And y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.